no secret that they'd like to turn things around here soon. This team is just too talented to be in this position right now.
Yeah, many teams run into challenges, even the elite ones. They just need to recover and get their play back to where it was.
Now the starting group for the Houston Rockets. Katie and Smith, the lengthy duo at forward. Thompson out there with Tari Eason. And it's Şengün in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Hawks, Johnson and Okongwu, the duo inside. Dyson Daniels out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Kispert in at the 3. Stan, we're in the thick of the season. How hard is it to keep your guys engaged right now?
Well, it's the biggest challenge for a coach, to get your players to continue to listen and to continue to try to improve. You have to figure out the best way to communicate, and that's different on a player-by-player basis.
Now here's Alexander-Walker. Okongwu, a screen on Thompson. Alexander-Walker with the bucket.
The first good move in a long chess match between these coaching staffs.
Yeah, now we get to see the counterplay. How you respond is half the battle out there.
Goes up from the top of the key. The rebound by Atlanta. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I briefly spoke with Quinn Snyder. Coach and I talked about what it's like competing against Kevin Durant, and he said his attention to detail, his dedication to the craft, it's second to none. You have to have your A game because nobody loves ball more than Kevin Durant. It brings out the best of you as an opponent, too. It's no secret KD is obsessed with basketball. Back over to you, Brian.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. And Houston has possession. The Hawks getting their last shot to go. For 3, Smith. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
This is Smith's game. Set him up and he'll knock him down.
Pass to Alexander-Walker. To the inside. Okongwu, no good.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
Here's Şengün, covered by Daniels. Smith outside. 4-3, and the Rockets hit again from deep.
Yeah, looking so comfortable out there on the perimeter. Smith has really invested in getting this shot dialed in.
Now Alexander-Walker, coming in off 21 points in his last outing. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Sometimes you just have to throw it up to an athlete and let him do the rest. That's a great finish from Johnson.
Now here's Durant. Durant draws the double. Thompson with it. And he's been a big part of their offense, averaging more than 18 points a game. Şengün, no good. The Hawks have gone 3 of 4, off to a nice start. Alexander-Walker, the pass to Daniels. Shot clock at 6. Smith with the rebound. Houston has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Oh, got that one up quick.
There's the quick release. KD remarkably fast with the basketball.
Outside Johnson. Pass to Daniels. There's a screen. Over Eason. Daniels misses. Houston in the lead. And watching Dyson Daniels over the past year or two, he's really coming to his own, Stan.
Yeah, Brian, sometimes it's just about being in the right situation, in a role that plays to your strength. That's really unlocks some things.
And Durant gets it to go.
You gotta push Durant farther away than this, or he will make you pay.
Durant's gone 2 for 3 from the field. Kispert outside. Pass to Johnson. Tries a 10-footer. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
All right, we know Johnson favors these close-in looks. He likes a sure thing.
Now here's Şengün. Outside Durant. The 3 is up. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün. Durant's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Hawks trail by 4. Pass to Daniels. Back to Alexander Walker. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
And here's Durant. He has 7. Thompson. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
That free throw's good from Thompson.
And what I like about Thompson, along with the high-level athleticism, he has a high-level feel for the game.
Pass to Kispert. Johnson for 3. Knocks it down from distance. 7 points now in the game for Jalen Johnson.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
On the wing, Thompson, covered by Alexander Walker. Durant, pass to Smith. Houston working the ball around. Şengün, the screen. And here's Thompson for 3. The rebound by Atlanta. They're getting their first look of the season at the Rockets in this one. Here's Alexander Walker. And it's all tied up. Alexander Walker's got 7 points in the game.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
The Rockets have got 6 of 10 attempts to fall. Durant looking around. Uses the glass on the layup. 9 points in the game.
Just an aggressive inside play from Durant, pushing past the contact to get a shot.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Pass to Okongwu. Outside, Alexander Walker. And that misses. That would have put him up. And here's Durant. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. And out of bounds. The Hawks will have it. Okay, a chance to look at some numbers for Luke Kennard.
He's been really dialed in from deep during these last 5 games, looking assertive and in control every time he rises up to shoot from beyond the three-point line. And it's been fun to watch.
Shepard, he's checked in for Eason. The Hawks have got 7 of 11 shots to find the mark. Outside, Alexander Walker. Goes up on the wing. Smith with the rebound.
The defensive breakdown gives him a wide open look, but he can't take advantage.
Here's Şengün. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
Yeah, that's where Şengün does the majority of his scoring. I mean, he's a problem down low.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Making a change here. Adams is checked in. We got Lil Yachty in the house for this one, cheering on his Atlanta Hawks.
He's yet another rapper in a long list that represent ATL. We all know how much these guys love their Hawks.
Here's Johnson. He's got 7. Pass to Daniels. Back to Alexander Walker. Clock at 6. It's hauled in by Houston. They come into this one having outplayed the Grizzlies last time.
And they got into a consistent offensive flow, largely because the defense they were facing was poor.
Yeah, but even against weak defense, your execution still matters. Luckily, they were able to take advantage.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Kispert outside. Fires from deep. Rockets with a rebound. Smith's got 4 rebounds now. On the wing, Durant. Adams inside. Okongwu on him. Now here's Adams. He's scoreless. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game. On the wing, Alexander Walker. Johnson a screen on Durant. And here's Kispert from the arc. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Adams. And let's look now at the shooting guards who've been most effective with their defense this past month. Dyson Daniels on top.
With his skill as a playmaker, he's just as comfortable sliding over to the point guard spot when his team needs him.
Well, that's such a luxury to have as a coach. Having 2 guards you can run things through opens up a lot.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Kennard, he's checked in for Kispert, and it's C.J. McCollum in for Daniels. And then for Houston, Finney Smith comes in for Smith, and Okogie is subbed in for Kevin Durant. Clock at 2, Kennard for 3. Count it, 1 for 1 to start the game.
Right in Kennard's wheelhouse. They set him up perfectly, and he delivered.
Here's Shepard, making a mark on the offensive end, scoring around 13 a game. To the middle. And it's slammed in by Adams.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Right side Johnson. Now McCollum. You know, his stats have been solid, averaging around 18.5 points a game.
Well, McCollum is so poised in pick and rolls. Excellent job navigating it there.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, thanks a lot. Amin Thompson, one of the most spectacular athletes in basketball. Coach Ime Udoka said he's so fast and explosive that he has the versatility to attack any matchup. Put a big body on him, he still has his advantages. We can put him anywhere in actions, and he can get downhill. Back over to you.
What an athlete. Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. Here's Okongwu. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far.
The preferred scoring area for Okongwu. He can get it done inside with his size and length.
Pass to Adams. Here's Shepard. Thompson outside. Rebounded by Johnson.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Alexander Walker, the pass to McCollum. 3-pointer. Adams grabs the miss.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Pass to Shepard. Here's Okogie. And here's Adams. Here's Shepard, covered by Alexander Walker. Here's Shepard from the high post. And he can't get that one.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Okongwu inside. He's marked by Finney Smith. From deep, Johnson knocks down the long J. And it's now just a 1-point Houston lead.
Look, if I'm one of his teammates, I just keep getting him the ball. He has been lights out.
Rejected by Okongwu.
Timed it just right. Okongwu with a great block.
26 seconds left in the first quarter. Alexander Walker with it, working on Thompson, and count that! 2 points and a chance for one more at the line. Atlanta shooting their first free throw of the night. Porzingis is checked in for the Hawks. Newell comes in for Johnson. Şengün checked in for Houston.
Mind the lane. Mind the lane. One shot.
The Rockets trail. Here's Shepard. puts up a deep three. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Atlanta on top, up 2. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a minute. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Atlanta?
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on.
And not only that, they're off to a pretty hot start shooting from outside. They seem locked in tonight.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. They've got Josh Okogie, Alperen Sengun out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Shepard, and it's Adams in at the center position. The Hawks lead by 4. McCollum, the pass to Kennard. Pass to Porzingis. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Thanks. Well, this new three-point era started with Stephen Curry, and it's really in the last decade that we're seeing the long-distance game extend to the center position. You look at the list of recent champions, it seems it's also not a luxury, but a necessity to have a paint presence who can also stretch the floor from deep.
A nightmare to contain. All right, Shams, appreciate the report. No good on the free throw.
Yeah, and when healthy, Porzingis is still a very effective player and an important part to his team's success.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for the Rockets. And he's good on the second.
Yeah, Kristaps Porzingis, a solid shooter from the line.
Rockets trail by 5. Pass to Shepard. With the crossover. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
You know, that was an excellent play right there, using his strength to power through contact.
Houston shooting their second free throw attempt on the night. That one misses.
Yeah, when I watch Reed Shepard play, I'm sometimes reminded of John Stockton. The type of handle and the way he goes to the cup, quicker and more athletic than he appears. You know, I know that's big shoes to fill, but I just like the similarities and the intensity.
Here's Shepard following the score by Atlanta. Rebound by Atlanta. Pass to Newell. And he goes in for the dunk.
Yeah, all the way up there at 7-2. I mean, it must be pretty easy for Porzingis to see the floor.
Here's Shepard. McCollum defends. The Rockets with another miss.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
Here's Newell. The three is up. That's good. And it's McCollum with the assist. McCollum's got 3 assists tonight.
This game's taken on a whole new look thanks to this run.
Yeah, but we know momentum can flip the other direction very quickly. You can't get complacent now.
There's no question about the skill level of C.J. McCollum, a long-time NBA star, Stan.
Well, look, at this point, it's just muscle memory for him. From so many spots on the floor, B.A., one of the things that impresses me the most is how he scores against good defense.
Holiday's checked in for Houston. Şengün passes to Holiday. 6 to shoot. Pass to Finney-Smith. Shot to stop the run. Nails it from 3. Finney-Smith's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well-placed pass in the hands of a guy ready to attack.
Holiday against Johnson. Porzingis with a screen on Holiday. Here's Johnson. And it's Atlanta scoring again.
Well, every season, Johnson seems to take another leap. What a big night for him. You have to be excited about this guy's future.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Holiday. Now that we're into the new year, how about a check on the Eastern Conference standings? You look at Atlanta, middle part of the year, they're in 10th place. They need to put together some wins.
Well, right now for the Hawks, they had some lofty goals to start the year, but they may not have the roster to hang with the league's elite teams.
Yeah, they wanted to accomplish more this season, but things haven't quite worked out. Some bad breaks along the way.
Taking the contact, KD willing that one in.
Yeah, and one of the most skilled players we've ever seen. Durant just continues to dominate offensively.
There's the screen by Johnson. Three-pointer Kispert. It's rebounded by Şengün. And so Şengün will bring it up for the Rockets. Here's Capella. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up.
And the size Capella possesses is sometimes overpowering. It's why defenses resort to fouling.
And more of a rotational player at this stage, Clint Capella still does a few things really well, Coach.
Yeah, B.A., he makes a difference as a rim runner, crashing the glass, contesting shots. He is a valuable part of the rotation.
That free throw misses.
Well, Capella shot his fair share of free throws. Not his expertise at this point.
And Houston making a change here. Thompson's checked in. Good on the second one. The Hawks lead by 6. Kispert outside. Inside. Here's Porzingis. What a finish from Porzingis.
Well, you'll see teams try to bump Porzingis around. Didn't work that time.
On the wing, Thompson. Pass to Shepherd. Now Şengün. And here's Thompson for 3. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Daniels. Off target with the 3. Rockets trail by 8. Now Capella, defended by Porzingis. Now here's Durant. He's guarded closely. Durant, so effective inside.
Yeah, the single-minded focus of Durant on offense. It's all about getting buckets, no distractions.
Pass to Porzingis. Capella with a block. And he gets it back. Second chance effort. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Using smarts instead of just strength, Porzingis uses the fake before attacking.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Porzingis.
He wasn't quite as assertive as he needed to be in the first quarter, but now he's taking a more head-on approach and getting himself to the line.
Okongwu's checked in for C.J. McCollum. And a change for the Rockets. Smith, he's checked in for Clint Capella. Both free throws good from Porzingis.
I love it. In attack mode, drawing foul calls this quarter and getting to the free throw line.
Outside Durant. Back to Thompson. Thompson with a screen. Pass to Durant from downtown. Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Thompson's got 5.
You know, we talk about the value of size out of the backcourt, and that sequence by Thompson is a great example.
Kispert outside. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Daniels outside. Now Kispert. Daniels outside. Shoots over Shepherd. Oh, the Hawks again cannot hit it. Rockets trail by 6. Smith passes to Durant. Thompson outside. Pass to Şengün. Now here's Durant. He shoots. Again, Houston.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Picking up right where he left off. Hit 2 triples in the first quarter. Now he gets another to fall.
Thompson scanning the floor. Kevin Durant, unfazed by the D.
Nice find by Thompson. Now, good to see him sharing the ball like this.
Daniels passes to Johnson. And here's Kispert beyond the arc. Durant pulls it in.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Pass to Thompson. Back to Durant. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists now in this one. And it's Daniels with the ball for Atlanta. They've led by as much as 10. Fresh off a win against the Pacers.
Yeah, it was relentless play at both ends of the court in that game. They were able to seize control and maintain it.
Well, those are the kinds of performances you hope carry over into some momentum for this.
And Houston has possession following the score by Atlanta. Smith against Johnson. Pass to Şengün. Now here's Durant. From the arc. Oh, Durant, an absolute sniper.
Well, there's no question he's carrying the load in this quarter, but he's going to need some help.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. He's checked in for Kristaps Porzingis. And then for Houston, Capella, he's checked in for Şengün. And Eason subbed in for Shepherd. Okongwu finds Johnson. Kispert outside. Here's Alexander Walker. Back to Kispert. Lets the 3 fly. Drills it from deep. And the Hawks lead by 5.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
For 3, Durant. That one is off.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Pass to Daniels. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by Houston. Durant's got 4 rebounds now.
Oh, he'll wear you down with the way he grinds it out on the offensive glass.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Team starter. Corey Kispert. One shot. One shot.
And the free throw, no good.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
Eason. And another miss by Houston. The Hawks lead by 7. Johnson passes to Alexander Walker. Johnson a screen on Thompson. Here's Alexander Walker. No good on the three. Houston has got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. Thompson passes to Eason. Capella, screen on Daniels. Eason can't get it to go. Atlanta's got 7 of their 16 three-point attempts to go in. Three-pointer, Kispert. That one's good. Makes him 3 for 7.
Yeah, Johnson is a do-it-all kind of player. He is an excellent distributor in his position.
Outside Durant. To stop the run. The rebound by Atlanta. Johnson's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Alexander Walker. Down low. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
A wiry athlete, Jalen Johnson. 2 loud points.
Rockets trail by 12. And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
There's no way coach likes this effort level. They need to refocus.
Yeah, you have to take a timeout in a situation like this. Stop the bleeding a bit and regroup.
Finney Smith checked in for the Rockets. And since we have a second here, let's see which teams have dominated the offensive glass and second chance opportunities this season. Number 1, Houston.
This team has just been a menace on the offensive boards. They chase down their shots and work hard to make sure there are no wasted possessions.
On the wing, Durant. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Durant's got 26.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Here's Daniels. Three-pointer off the mark. Rockets trail by 10. Durant, pass to Smith. Out of bounds, it'll be Hawks ball. And a look now at Atlanta's upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, they'll be facing Jason Tatum and the Boston Celtics. Then on Thursday, they'll be facing Kevin Durant and the Houston Rockets.
And for that game against the Heat, that's going to be a nice test for them. They'll get a chance to see just how they play against a team that most feel is better than them.
All right, the Rockets making a switch here. Adams is checked in. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Kispert outside. To the paint. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Back comes Houston in transition. And it's Durant gliding in for the fast break finish.
Well, even though they're struggling, his solo efforts on offense have really been something.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here. And we got a quick moment to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Kevin Durant.
Seeing his rebounding numbers go down doesn't come as a surprise. When you're in the league as long as he's been, you start to think about taking care of your body, the longevity part. And that might mean being slightly less aggressive around those young bucks near the hoop. But he's still a valuable piece to have on this roster.
Durant draws the double. Thompson outside. Smith outside. Just 5 to shoot. Connects from downtown. And now just a 5-point Hawks lead.
Oh, you talk about guys close to 7 feet, and Smith is one of the best from deep.
Adams against Okongwu. Pass to Kispert. Launches a 3. Count it. His 4th bucket in 8 shots.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back and forth moments.
Durant inside, and he makes it on the layup. Durant's got 30.
Look at what he's doing here, and it's hard to imagine him playing much better.
Jalen Johnson, he's been the guy making things happen for the Hawks. Between his scoring and rebounding, an excellent period. We'll be back in a moment.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
In that game against the Spurs, coin toss. In fact, I'm going to make a prediction. This game goes to the last shot.
Jetstradamus. We're going to have to keep a tally of the predictions by you two. And turning our attention to the first half of our game tonight, bit of a rocky start for the Rockets.
Facing good shooters, you have to extend your defense early in the clock. Let those guys drain a few and get into rhythm. You're toast with the butter and the jelly.
Avocado toast.
Ooh, I like that too, Jet.
Don't put your diet on me, Kenny.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
The Hawks lead by 6. Johnson and Okongwu, the duo inside. Bryson Daniels out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Kispert in at the 3. So that's the Hawks 5. Now here's Daniels. No points yet. And he's going for the oop here. Here's Smith. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Kispert outside. Okongwu, a screen on Durant. And here's Kispert from the arc. And he scores it. Now 5 of 9 from the field.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Here's Eason, following the three-pointer by Atlanta. They double-team Durant. Pass to Eason. 6 on the shot clock. That's good from Durant on the assist from Eason. Eason's got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, despite them being behind, he's been impressive, but he can't do it all by himself.
Now here's Alexander Walker. 10 points for him.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
It shows you're able to attack the rim from any position.
Down low. Thompson passes to Eason. And here's Şengün, guarded by Okongwu. Back to Eason. Pass to Thompson. Late clock. Houston's got to hurry. Smith no good. The Hawks lead by 7. All right, Coach, let's talk about Onyeka Okongwu. What an agile player for his size.
Yeah, B.A., no question. And on both ends, too. Plus, the guy gets up in the air and then reaches out over 7 feet in wingspan. His speed at his size can be a huge advantage.
A nice start to the third. 3 out of 4 and looking good doing it.
Kispert outside. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. And the shot goes in. Alexander Walker's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They are on fire to start this second half. 3 for 3 and looking totally insane.
Pass to Şengün. Durant for 3. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got 7 rebounds in the game. From 12 feet, Daniels misses.
Their first missed after hitting 3 straight shots, but I like their aggressiveness coming out of the half.
Durant, pass to Thompson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Thompson's got 7 points in the game.
You know, inside is where Thompson excels, and the concentration allowing him to finish there.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Here's Alexander Walker. 14 points for him. Kispert on the wing. Here's the 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. 17 points in the game.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Durant for 3. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got rebound number 8 here already in the game.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Now here's Alexander Walker. He's been a big scorer for this offense, averaging around 20 points a game. Back to Daniels. Just 5 on the clock. Thompson pulls it in. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Outside Eason. Pass to Smith. And here's Durant. Houston working the ball around. On the wing, Thompson. Guarded by Conley. Thompson, that's good. Here's Alexander Walker. Outside Johnson. Kispert with the ball. Okongwu, a screen on Durant. And here's Kispert from the arc. Eason pulls it in. Rockets trail by 6. Inside, here's Smith. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün. Şengün's got his 4th assist with that last one.
Yeah, we're seeing some of that potential everyone is talking about with Smith. Just a talented offensive player.
Now here's Alexander Walker. He's got 14. Shoots over Thompson. And Atlanta misses again.
He just couldn't finish the job that time. And too bad, because it was a nice look.
Outside Durant. Thompson passes to Şengün. Back to Thompson. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day. Oh.
Well, that's a fantastic view there from the AT&T Connected cam. Atlanta's gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the 3rd quarter. And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
There's no way coach likes this effort level. They need to refocus.
Yeah, you have to take a timeout in a situation like this. Stop the bleeding a bit and regroup.
We've got a chance here, so let's take a look at the real stats, real scores from the real NBA and the league's stingiest teams. The Rockets 4th.
Where this team really makes an impact is on the defensive end. They're a unified front that doesn't make it easy at all to find open looks.
And here's Johnson. He's got 19. They set a pick. Here's Alexander Walker. Misses off the left iron.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Now here's Easton. Still without a bucket. Thompson outside. Pass to Şengün. Clock at 4. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. The Hawks trailing. Now Now here's Alexander Walker. He's got 14. Okongwu, the pass to Kispert. Count it, and the foul. It goes on Kevin Durant.
He's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Atlanta.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
Well, in addition, I love their passing. I mean, they're buying into that team concept. That's hard to get out of your young guys.
Houston has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Pass to Shepherd. Takes the three. Another three from Houston.
He's carried much of the scoring load tonight, and with the win and reach, don't expect him to let up.
Alexander Walker, the pass to Kispert. Outside Porzingis. Outside Alexander Walker. And he hits the jumper for 2. Alexander Walker's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Here's Shepherd. 5 points in the game. And he gets that one. Shepherd's got 7 points in the game.
Oh, when we talk about the future of Shepherd, scoring inside is very important to take his game to the next level.
Daniels against Thompson to the wing, right side. Here's Porzingis. And here's Kispert from the arc. On target from range. Kispert's got 12 points here in the second half.
He hit 3 triples in the first half, 3 more since. That's nothing to shrug at.
Houston working the ball around. Durant for 3. And the Rockets hit again from deep.
Well, after dropping in 2 triples in the first half, he's now matched that mark here in the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more of those.
Now here's Porzingis. He's got 5. And Atlanta hits again from deep.
Well, I love the response by Porzingis. Terrific work coming back with his own triple.
Pass to Şengün. Now Durant for 3. The rebound by Atlanta. Okongwu's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Porzingis. Operating inside. Porzingis.
And given how tall Porzingis is, not many guys are going to block his shot, especially when he's this close.
Outside Durant. Picked by Smith. There's the triple. Durant, no good. The Hawks lead by 4. Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense.
Here's Smith. The Rockets with another miss.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert, but that time he just couldn't get it done. For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Atlanta making some changes. Newell, he's checked in for Okongwu. Kennard comes in for Kispert. And it's McCollum in for Daniels. And a new group getting ready for the Rockets. Steven Adams checked in for Alperen Şengün. Finney-Smith comes in for Smith. Tate's checked in for Durant. And Okogie is subbed in for Thompson. And so it's Houston with it. Here's Okogie. No made baskets yet. Can they get it? Right wing. All sorts of time. Alexander Walker grabs the board.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
Now McCollum. Pass to Porzingis. Shot clock at 5. Over Adams. And that one off the back of the rim and in. And it's an 8-point Hawks lead.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front and trying not to look back.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
Houston with another miss.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Tries the spin move. Kennard outside. Pass to Newell. Now Alexander Walker. Fires the 3. For 3, Porzingis. Oh, the deep ball from Porzingis.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players.
It may be a players' league, but the coaches obviously play a big part as well.
And this is when a coach earns his paycheck. Analyze the situation and give your players the information they need to succeed.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Hawks. Ricci comes in for Alexander Walker. Here's Finney Smith. Pass to Okogie. Adams a screen. Okogie into the lane. And here's Shepherd for 3. He buries it from 3. Shepherd's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Shepherd is good at measuring the defense. He knows his passes are coming his way if he has space to shoot.
McCollum with it. No points so far. 43 seconds left in the third quarter here. Here's Shepherd, defended by Kennard. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
The unicorn out there doing what he does on defense, protecting the paint.
McCollum looking it over. Adams against Porzingis. And another basket for Atlanta.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
Here's Shepherd. He's got 10. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. Houston shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
At the line for 1. One shot.
Away from way outside. That one no good. And so it's Atlanta closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. So the Houston 5 right now. Alperon Şengün out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Steven Adams. Then it's Josh Okogie. And it's Shepherd in at point guard.
Yeah, textbook work by Şengün, setting a solid screen and then getting open.
Porzingis sets a screen. There's McCollum with the 3. Adams grabs the miss.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Here he goes, and he slams it in one-handed.
I love the decision there by Shepherd to challenge the lane.
And so McCollum will bring it up for the Hawks. They held a 12-point lead earlier. After this game, they can look forward to Boston, where they will match up against the Celtics. It's a quick turnaround on the road, just one game. Now here's Porzingis. 4 on the clock. Kennard outside. Buries it from 3. And the Hawks lead by 6.
Well, some of the most solid mechanics in the league. Kennard has complete trust in his motion.
Pass to Okogie. Now Finney-Smith. Now here's Şengün, covered by Johnson. Şengün, no good. Now here's Johnson. That's in. Coming off an assist from McCollum. And now an 8-point Hawks lead.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one. Doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
Yeah, great finish by Şengün. I love when he goes up with power.
McCollum outside. Puts up a 3. And Atlanta hits again from deep.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Pass to Shepherd. Oh, he gets it to go. 7 of 13 now.
And Shepherd is a guy who plays below the rim, but he's got excellent touch inside.
If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. McCollum right side. The rebound by Shepherd.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
Outside Finney-Smith. Pass to Shepherd. Houston working the ball around. Adams against Porzingis. Here's Şengün. Here's Okogie. Count it. Good. And it's now only a 5-point Atlanta lead.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
McCollum outside. Kennard for 3. That's good. And it's McCollum with the assist. McCollum's got 5 assists in the game.
They're really employing a deep range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot. But when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding it.
Pass to Okogie. Let's go with a 3. And the three-pointer goes. Okogie's got 5 points now this quarter.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
There's a screen by Johnson. There's McCollum with the 3.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
Here's Shepherd. Here's Okogie from behind the arc. And Houston, another 3.
Yeah, after a slow start to the game, he's been productive and efficient here in the second half.
Kennard outside. To the left side wing. Left side Porzingis. The shot misses. Ooh, some solid defense from Adams. Houston has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Shepherd. Tie it up. And the layup is good. Shepherd's got 17 points here in the second half.
And they've really relied on him down the stretch.
McCollum outside. Pass to Porzingis. Fader on the way. And it goes straight through with a swish. Porzingis has got 19 points.
Well, there's a little old school from Porzingis, using that mid-range.
Here's Şengün, covered by Johnson. And here's Şengün, takes it inside. Gets stolen by Johnson. To the inside, McCollum takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. And the Hawks lead by 4.
And using incredible balance and coordination to outduel his opponent, McCollum is no stranger to contested shots.
Here's Shepherd again. Houston.
And he's single-handedly trying to keep them alive. Terrific scoring quarter. Will it be enough, though?
Pass to Johnson. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. Two teammates not on the same wavelength there.
A big group substitution here for Atlanta. Okongwu's checked in for Porzingis. Kispert comes in for Krejci. Daniels is checked in for Kennard. And it's Alexander Walker in for McCollum. And then for Houston, Smith, he's checked in for Adams. Kevin Durant comes in for Finney-Smith. And it's Thompson in for Okogie. Now here's Thompson. Smith outside. Pass to Shepherd. Thompson with a screen to take the lead. And it's Shepherd missing.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that open.
Johnson on the wing. Outside, Alexander Walker. Gets the 3 ball to go. Alexander Walker's got 19 points.
Well, that's his first 3 here in the second half. Gotta think he'd like a few more of those.
Outside Durant. Pass to Shepherd. The 3. The rebound by the Hawks. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Thompson against Daniels. And here's Alexander Walker to the middle. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu!
Love to see this kind of aggression from Okongwu. Great job playing with force inside.
Smith passes to Şengün. And Şengün throw it down!
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Daniels outside. Kispert on the wing, guarded by Durant. Johnson for 3. And Atlanta hits again from deep.
Dare I say, he's had a perfect game. Incredible. No misses thus far. A major reason they lead.
Durant, the pass to Şengün, out to the right wing. Houston working the ball around. That's good from Durant on the assist by Smith. Smith's got his 4th assist in this one. Outside, Alexander Walker. Şengün with a steal. Pass to Durant. From deep. The rebound by Atlanta. Daniels has got his 5th rebound in this one. Kispert on the wing, guarded by Durant. Alexander Walker, the pass to Kispert. Clock at 6. Back to Alexander Walker. Atlanta needs to get off a shot. Oh, the shot no good by Kispert.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Gets stolen by Johnson. Kispert with the ball. Durant covering. Now here's Kispert. Outside Johnson. Durant there for the rebound.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
And Atlanta has possession after Houston's three-pointer on the other end. Okongwu outside. Outside, Alexander Walker. Now Johnson. He launches. It's money from deep.
Always great to see a guy rise to a challenge. Johnson knew this was a must-get bucket.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now.
Let's start getting loud and give a big welcome to your Hawks squad.
Eason's checked in for Shepard. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Ime Udoka as he talked with the team. He seems pretty disappointed with the three-point shooting, telling his crew we have to start making more outside shots. I want to see more threes out there. Let's get aggressive. Coach is hoping some big production can make a splash for them.
Thanks for that, Allie. Here's Durant. 1:52 left in the fourth quarter here. Now Smith. Ready off the pass. He lays it in.
This is huge for Smith's overall growth. Now, he wants to be a knockdown scorer in big-time spots.
Now here's Alexander Walker. Johnson a screen on Thompson. Oh, off target from downtown. And here's Durant. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. We've got 1:23 left in the game. The bucket is good!
A monster bucket from Şengün. This team needed those points.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Oh, the shake! Johnson outside. Okongwu, a screen on Smith. Johnson. He's off from three. Houston has gone 4 of 9 from three-point range in the fourth. Thompson.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. Outside, Alexander Walker. Oh, nice move! Rebounded by Smith. And Houston has possession. It's a one-point game. Puts the move on.
And just a prolific score. Defenders have no choice but to plaster themselves to KD.
He drops the first one, and that'll put him up 2. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a three-point game. This is do or die time.
They must play flawlessly.
Alexander Walker with it, working on Thompson. Daniels fires. Oh, no good. The dry spell continues. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. And he does get the second one. And that gives him a 4-point cushion. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're down by 4. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
An uphill battle for them. Everything has to go perfect.
Well, I'm sure they'll want to play they believe believe in. If it works, I say try for the steal, and if you don't get it, immediate foul.
On the wing, Alexander Walker, defended by Thompson.
Well, he competed for that rebound. You love to see him getting in there and scrapping for the ball.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that puts him up 5. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 6-point ball game.
He snuffs out any comeback hopes with an impressive performance at the line.
Jalen Johnson. Oh, no good again that time. And so it's Houston winning this one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them. They had to dig deep to come out on top.
Yeah, you know, some teams might buckle under the pressure towards the end. The crowd was so amped up, such a hostile environment. But they stood tall and got the win.
All right, to Allie LaForce with our player of the game.
Kevin, you had a great performance individually. What made the game look so easy for you?
Well, my teammates, you know, they played so well tonight, you know, setting everybody up. And I knew it was winning time, so I just tried to be aggressive.
Winning time, that's what I like to hear. Guys, back to you.
Allie, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Kevin Durant.